I don't know. But the truth is generally do not like the holidays. I don't. I
Really?
don't like I don't like the holidays.
Why
I'm
not?
sorry.
That's so
I
strange.
don't like the holidays.
You don't like gathering around with your family and spending quality time and having time off work for free for just because?
So that's cool, right? All of those things are cool, right? I do enjoy the time off work.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unpack Your Bag Podcast. Woo! It feels good to be back. Why is Chantal looking at me like that? I have no idea. Uh,
Because
she
you
looks like
sound very excited.
I am actually very excited because
Super excited.
I am. Like, I am really excited because I've had like 2 weeks off because I had COVID and stuff and I had no energy. Now I'm back,
Back
revamped
like I never
myself.
left.
Everything. I start
Yeah.
working out. I've been going to the gym now because I'm clean and, clear and negative, which is the first time being negative about something was good. Besides like getting AIDS, I guess it's probably a good negative.
Eight?
Yeah,
How?
I'm
Son?
just saying like
How did your mind get there? How?
because another thing that I wouldn't want to have be positive for is AIDS or HIV.
Okay. All
Anyway,
right. Well, oops.
anyways, guys, so thank you guys for tuning in so much. If
He
you
said
haven't
that.
already, hit that like, subscribe button, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, whatever. But today we're going to talk a little bit about family dynamics during the holidays because holidays time, everybody wants to come and visit, even during Corona, even during COVID. People still gotta go see their little granny, So, you always got that crazy cousin or aunt or uncle or sibling or
I
parent.
don't have any. I don't have any crazy family members.
You have no crazy family. The one that say inappropriate stuff at the wrong time. Is like,
I mean,
why?
but here's the thing though. That's like my whole family. Like that's all of us. So nobody is like crazier than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all out there, say crazy stuff.
So,
We
you're saying
all loud,
everybody's just crazy, essentially. Like
pretty much.
there's not
Yeah.
one crazy
Yeah.
person. Y'all all a collective group of
No,
crazy individuals.
it's a collective group of crazy. It's not like one that's over the top crazy. Everybody, it's yeah. We all
See,
been touched.
see, because there's always for me, it's like it's always somebody who has to do something that has to be the buzzkill or have some drama or they fighting with their girl or their dude or bringing some new person over and you're like, who the hell is this person that I never met? Don't know their name and why are they at my mama's house? I don't understand. You know what I mean? like, like that's the part. I'll be like, what's going on? Then my mama be tripping about something and telling me some crazy stories. It's just always craziness during the holidays for some reason. So yeah, that's it.
Every Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say something that's probably that may or may not surprise people. I don't know, but the truth is generally do not like the holidays. I don't. I
Really?
don't like. I don't like the holidays.
Why
I'm
not?
sorry.
That's so
I
strange.
don't like the holidays.
You don't like gathering around with your family and spending quality time and having time off work for free for just because?
So that's cool, right? All of those things are cool, right? I do enjoy the time off work. I do enjoy spending time with my family. However, all of these things have a shelf life, right?
Yeah.
For
Okay.
instance, family, we got a couple days before they start to get on my nerves. You know what I mean? Like one,
That's
2 days
true.
max. By day three and four, I'm like, all right, it's time
like,
for y'all to go.
yep.
Like, all right, I need my headphones. I put my headphones in and I shrink and I'm quiet because we've had
Mhm,
enough.
mhm.
Family time over. Now it's time for quiet time, right?
I know.
So yes, it's all great, but these things have a shelf life. Now the off work thing is fantastic. I love that. But that's pretty much it. The stores are crazy, the
Yeah.
streets are crazy. Like it's almost like you don't have time off work because around the holidays, even your off time has to be regimented because we're constantly trying to think of all the shit that you was supposed to do that you couldn't do because you was at work. The shit piles up to when you're not at work, right? And then before you know it, you got a full schedule.
Yeah, that is kind of true. That is a pretty
Yeah.
good point to make. That is a pretty good point to make. because it is stressful the holiday, especially when it's like you're trying to spend money and get people gifts and stuff, and it's like my money ain't the best.
Don't get me started
And then
on
you
the
gotta shop
consumer
every
part of the holiday.
no,
Oh
but
my
you gotta,
goodness.
then you think about just going in. Honestly, I realized maybe this like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I
Hmm.
honestly hate shopping. I don't like going in the store. I don't like standing in line. Like I'll go with my wife to go shopping. I'm usually just standing there following her around, and I'm like, why am
Right.
I here? Like I'm not doing anything here. I'm just waiting for you to get done shopping. And I just pay for this stuff. So I'm like, I don't like shopping. I don't like going in the store, waiting in the lines, dealing with people. I would just prefer to shop online and go pick it up. I'm becoming
Dude.
COVID's making me more and more of a hermit at this point. I feel like I don't know. I just it's just it's not that pleasant. It's not that.
And here's the thing, what you're saying is true, and I've experienced this as well long before COVID, right? Like long before COVID, I hated shopping. Like I shop very quickly. I know what I need. Even when I browse and I'm looking, I do that quickly as well. Like I'm not the type of person that was built to spend all day in the store. And here's the thing, I come from a long line of people, a long line of shoppers who like to spend multiple hours in stores.
Okay.
And no.
I can
No.
understand why you feel that way. I can understand
No.
because you know what the worst thing this happens. This happens when I
No.
go shopping for my mom every holiday
Mhm.
in general. I before the holidays get here, it'll be like October, and I'm like, Ma, whatever you need me to get first, all the holidays or whatever, just tell me what you want. I'll go buy it. Whatever, fine. Okay. She gives me a list. I
And
get
forget
everything
something.
on the list. And then all of a sudden, December 24th, hey, I need to get that. Can you? And I'm like, what do you mean? Or here's the other one. Here's the other one. Here's the other one that just grinds my gears. This really, oh, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
When you tell me to go to the store and get something that you want, and I have to go to the store and get what you want. This happens with numerous people. I'm not gonna name any names. My wife. So
Ah,
it's like, they'll be like,
bus
hey,
roll.
hey, go to the store and get me this. I'm like, is this what you want for sure? Okay, cool. Then I get to the store, grab the things, and I get a phone call. Hey, can you get 25 more items? I'm like, bro, I don't even want to come to the store. And why did you not think of this at all? Why you have so many items that you forgot about? 25, 30, and I gotta go to another store? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Like that mess makes me insane. And because I grew up with that, then it happens now, it just makes me even more pissed. I'm just like, what? Why are we going to? Why I gotta go to 5 different stores? You told me to go to one store to get one thing. Now I'm out all day, 8 hours, a full ass shit,
Getting stuff.
just to get
Get.
stuff that I don't even want to get. Don't
Thank you. A
don't
full shift.
a
A
full
full
shift
shift.
on my
A
day off.
full shift.
So
I'm trying to figure out how, even when I'm not working 8 to 5, somehow I'm still working 8 to 5. So, in
what?
honor of my mental health, I have and I seriously, in honor of my mental health, I have cut a whole lot of stuff down, bro.
I hear
Nope.
I hear.
It's not gonna happen today. Nope, I'm not doing it. Nope. Sorry.
Oh, my wife.
Return to sender. I can't. Nope. Mm-mm.
Tell me why
Mm-mm.
Michaela's in
I'm
the back.
busy.
Hey, Michaela's in the background saying, "Shut the hell up." Through my headphones, I heard "Shut the hell up," like real small little voice. What is that little mouse voice? Shut the hell up. I was like, wait a minute.
She heard you talking shit.
Oh my gosh, it's funny. So I'm surprised you don't. I guess all your family members are crazy. Do you have okay? Is there
Pretty
any
much, yeah.
in your family that's significantly louder than everybody else, or is it equally?
Uh, my mom and my auntie.
They're significantly louder.
Actually, you know what? We all loud. We're
Mm-hmm.
yes. My mother,
A little bit, a little more, a little more.
both of my aunts are extremely loud. Tracy and Kathy are both loud.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, and then when they're loud and you want to enjoy, like, join in the conversation for whatever reason, everybody else's voice in the house gets an octave higher. Like everybody is loud.
Uh,
Everybody.
that's
And it's not even like, that's just the way we communicate with each other,
yeah.
you
It's
know?
not a problem. You just talk at each other loudly.
It's regular. It's regular.
It doesn't feel loud, does it? Until it gets to maybe a certain point, it maybe feel loud when everyone's kind of like, yeah, 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 no, 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 no. But
It didn't it when I was a child, right? And I
oh,
didn't know any better. It felt normal. But when I got older, right? You get older and you start to experience other dynamics and you like, huh,
what?
we might be a little loud. Right? Like, oh,
I
so
understand.
it's like everybody don't talk like this, right? Like then you start to notice the differences,
Yeah,
between family dynamics. But yeah, we a little loud.
I understand. Well, we're allowed to because one, I have one. My mother is like, she's not losing her hearing. She just
Hmm.
can't hear as well as she used to. So being on the phone,
Oh.
I'm like, if you ever hear me, I'll be on my, I'm like, Ma, what? Huh? And I'm like, I'm talking loud for me, and I'm already a loud talker. So one, she's losing her hearing, and then on top of it, she just will zone out in my conversation and come back whenever. Like she'll just decide
Hmm.
to like think about something else, and I have to repeat myself. And then on top of it,
Hmm.
I have a deaf brother. So I have to yell at him every time we talk. I'm like, Maurice, yo, hey, and so like I'm just prone to being
It's
loud.
just loud.
But
Yeah, I feel it.
it was really weird being around people who don't speak loud because I have to struggle to like hear like what? Like I have to really try and talk and like listen because like they're a lot more soft spoken, which I didn't think about that until kind of coming around people and stuff. I'm like, people, different dynamics are definitely much different than the way I was raised and to talk. And people think I'm loud. I'm like, I feel like I'm talking indoors. Even right now, this is like my normal voice. And people
Yeah.
think this is loud. I'm like, yo, this ain't loud. What are you talking? You want to see loud? You want to see loud? Like, look,
I'll
I'll
show
get.
you loud.
But so I don't know. It's just different folks, different strokes, I guess, unfortunately. But
Look, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, now, like, I've pretty much, I don't want to say grown out of it, but I feel like sometimes I don't speak as loud, right? Because I know I'm loud. So I kind of balance that out a little bit. Like,
uh-huh.
okay, lower your voice, but it's a conscious thing.
Is
Where
it
I'm
hard
like,
to do? Is it like, does
too
it
loud,
take
too
effort to
loud, too
do?
loud. Huh?
Does it take effort to do that?
It's conscious. Yeah. So I'm consciously like, let me listen to her voice, right? Or his voice and match accordingly. So it's definitely conscious where I'll be like, oh, bring it down, bring it down, bring
Yeah.
it down here. Right. And then I'll have a regular tone. But when I'm around family, all that shit goes out the window. And it's funny because I'll be around family for a little while, right? Where
Mhm.
I'm naturally talking louder, right? And then I'll go into my regular day to day and it'll take me a little while to go back to
Oh,
like
yeah.
my regular, you know what I'm saying? My regular voice.
That's
Cause
fun.
I still got my family voice. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I understand. I deal with it all the time. I mean, I'm constantly yelling at my mama, which I'm not yelling at her, but I kind of have to yell at her, but not in a bad way. But I get you because like trying to bring that into office was definitely different because I everyone told me, especially
Exactly.
if I'm on the phone with like a patient. Oh,
Hmm.
I'm pretty loud. Everybody, I guess, in the office can hear me, but I don't realize that they can hear me. I'm thinking I'm just talking like we having a
Regular.
I'm doing an assessment. That's it. I didn't know that everybody can hear if I said a joke or what happened on the phone. I'm like, how y'all like 5 cubicles down? How do y'all know what is in my mouth? Like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't feel like I was talking that loud, but unfortunately, that's what happens when you a loudspeaker like me. Excuse me. Oh, oh. Had to get that out. Sorry.
What else do you think you've picked up from family? Like what other habits do you think you have just as a result of growing up in your family?
Well, speaking loud for sure. Um,
Hmm.
I from my mom, I picked it up from my mom particularly, but I don't stress. I don't stress about anything for the most part
Hmm.
because my mom has always been like super strong and like emotionally strong and never like showed her feelings. And I think it maybe seen my mom cry in my life. I'd probably say maybe 10 times, maybe,
Dang.
maybe 10. And these are all based usually like on a funeral situation. Was the only time I really seen her cry, and maybe like
Hmm.
2 times outside of funerals I've ever seen her cry. But she doesn't. But the thing is, like every time, like we've had like a lot of drama and situations of family and police and all this stuff happen, and she never really showed any fear or was scared. She just had like this big, heavy trust in the Lord. So like by default, I just it's just like not that big of a deal. Like
Yeah.
you can get shot in the leg right now, and I'd be like, okay, get you to the hospital, but it wouldn't like make me like I wouldn't lose my mind. I'd be like, okay, just do this and that. Even if I had my motorcycle accident, after when it happened and I crashed and tumbled all the ground, I was very calm the whole time. I wasn't overexcited. I wasn't like freaked out. I just walked off the side of the freeway, laid down, and just waited for the paramedics. Like it wasn't nothing to be overly emotional. So My mom taught me that. And my older brother taught me a very dark sense of humor that I'm not going to get into in the podcast. Very
What do you mean
inappropriate.
dark sense of humor?
Very
Say more.
inappropriate. Very inappropriate humor that is only for ages like probably 21 and up.
Who
Uh,
doesn't love a dirty joke? Come on, man. Who doesn't love a dirty joke?
I know
Don't we all?
some of the stuff is like, dang, like, but we have like funny, like we are really, that's how we talk to each other. We just have kind of dark humor with each other. And matter of fact, I have a joke. This is actually a clean joke. Don't trip.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yes, I have
no.
a clean joke for you. I found this. Not that.
Sorry. I
It,
want to apologize in advance to our fans who are watching this right now for Anthony's joke.
okay, okay. Well, since we're coming on Thanksgiving,
That's my disclaimer. That's my disclaimer.
well, if you, how about this? If you laugh, if I even see you chuckle, if you smirk, if you laugh, if you anything, you have to give me $1 and send it through Cash App right now. Okay.
Guess what, Anthony?
What?
I laugh at everything.
All
Just
right.
because I laugh does not mean it's funny. I'm always smiling. I'm a happy person. That don't mean your joke was funny.
Okay, we're gonna see if you laugh then.
All
Do you,
right.
and if she does laugh, you guys have to subscribe. Whoever's watches new person, subscribe. Okay. Ready?
Right now.
All right.
I'm not laughing though. Subscribe anyway.
Okay. Don't smile, right? Don't start with a smile. You can't be weird. It just geeked out. Like, all right. Check it out. This is for Thanksgiving.
Mm.
What did Lil Wayne say when he dropped his hot turkey? Gobbity gobbity gob. Drop it like it's hot. Gobble gobble. Gobble.
Um, I need the world to know right now that I am not laughing at Anthony's joke. I am laughing at how bad it was. I am not. That was not funny at all.
Oh
Not
my
even a little bit.
gosh,
I'm laughing at the way that he felt the need to continue to gobble gobble after he said the punchline. Like that shit was terrible, bro. I'm not
that
like
was
that.
that was funny. Okay, I heard Michaela down there like, get a life. She said down the back,
That's,
get
that's not funny.
a life.
It's a good thing I apologized to the people before you said that mess.
Okay,
I
whatever.
told
You know, you
I'm
did still laugh.
sorry.
Whatever you were laughing at, we can't tell the truth. So you did laugh though. All right, last joke and slightly inappropriate. Okay, since you don't want to laugh at that one, laugh at this one. What do you call morning wood during the quarantine? A boner virus.
Okay, that one maybe. That one maybe. A
Yeah.
little bit. Maybe just a touch.
Cash at me $1. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on the screen when you send it, just so they know that. That's how you do a joke, y'all. See, this is my comedic.
I'm not cash apping you $1.
Wow, really?
I'm not.
Wow.
By the time I cashed apped you $1, you would only get like 78 cents.
No, I'm gonna do the 3-day freaking withdrawal period for free. What you mean? Oh, you went muted for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get all my money. What you mean? Matter of fact, you can send me $1 and like 22 cents. I'll take it for the fee. Wow,
I'm
you.
not. I won't. I
Wow,
won't.
that's
I'm sorry.
crazy.
Not for those jokes.
But you laughed at the second joke. So
It was
yeah,
cool. It was cool.
exactly.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm not a good person to see. Look, you said it again, and it's not funny.
Okay.
Look, I'm not the person to judge. What's funny because I literally laugh at everything. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
happy too. I
I
do.
laugh at everything.
I do. I'm in the same boat because I'll tell Michaela a joke and she'll be like, "That's not even not even what?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's not funny."
So.
Like we watch comedy. We just watched Kevin Hart, and she was like,
Uh.
it's not that funny. I was like, I thought it was pretty funny. Have you seen
It
it?
was pretty funny. I
Yeah.
did. I watched it last night when he was talking about the BOP at
Uh-huh.
Seinfeld's house.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit had me dying. And
Oh,
then when he did it at his house, all the black people,
I was like,
who's gonna eat all that cheese? I'm lactose intolerant. That was funny.
because it was true. Because you
That
know
was
people would say that like, man, like who wants all this cheese? I ain't trying to eat all this cheese. Like, this is cold. How long y'all made this ago? Like, this ain't even hot. Like, damn.
that whole BOP thing was funny. I was literally in the house chanting BOP after it was over. I was like BOP, BOP. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, right? It was good. I like a good stand up. I've always thought about doing stand up. Like I really have desired to do it. But two
We-
things.
We'll make that happen for you.
No, hold on. I said I've desired. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. The reasons why I haven't is number one, I'm like I get super nervous when I'm trying to think of stuff that's rehearsed in my head. So the delivery will be maybe off. And then
The eyes
two,
start twitching.
yeah, I'll be twitching. They'll be like, "Why is this guy looking like he want to kill us all?" I'm like, "Shut up!" Then the other reason is because
You're
uh,
not that funny.
I'm just not funny at all. So it's just like, I mean, I laugh at everything, so everything is funny to me. I'll be up there just laughing at my own jokes. Everyone's like, "Get off the stage."
Yeah, yeah, that's
Boo.
why.
And I'm like, that's funny. Hey, you can boo me. Great. That'll be me. So
Here's the thing. I think I'm pretty funny, and I think that I could probably do stand up. Maybe once. I would do it once.
would you really do
Um,
it? Would you just
I would do it once. I would try it once for sure.
would you go up there with rehearsed jokes? Or would you just improv it?
A little bit of both. I'll probably have like things that I want to talk about, right? That I would assume would be funny.
Uh-huh.
And then just go from there.
I would love to see that. I would super love to see that. That would be so
I
cool.
would, I would, I would for sure do that though. I
De-
would for sure do it.
Definitely let me know because I'm gonna laugh at every joke.
You have to be there. You have to
I
be
will.
there.
You know me. I'm gonna be like, Chantal, that was a good joke. That shit was funny. Just type your whole show. You know,
Yeah,
actually,
don't do that because that will make me nervous.
no.
So,
Actually, what's interesting is my brother, who we have the dark humor. His name is Perky.
mhm.
He did stand up comedy. And he improved it like 4 or 5 times in a row. Just first time ever improving, and he killed it. Like he was hilarious. I mean, it was.
Really,
I mean, and there, all the other what do you call them? Comedics? How do you
comedians.
comedians? Sorry, all the other comedians like, hey, it was like, how long you been doing comedy for? And he was like, this is my first time, second time. They're like, no, really? They were shocked that he did so well his first 2, 3, or 4 times. They couldn't believe that he just got into comedy. They thought he was like comedian for like years. And I'm just like, bro,
Hmm.
how do you improv comedy? Like, only one I've seen that does that really good, like the improv, is Dave Chappelle. I feel like he does really good. You can just go up there and just talk, and he's gonna be funny. Um, but yeah, one day I'll get on there. But I hope you get on there.
Dave Chappelle is really good.
Dave Chappelle's really funny, and he's really inappropriate. Like he just says anything and everything, and that which I like. So, but yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy 2020 year, and it's already almost over. Can you believe it? That like 8 months
I'm
has already passed that quick.
I am both thankful
Mhm.
and um not expecting much at the same time. Like I don't know what the word is for not expecting much, but I'm both thankful and nonchalant at the same time. That's what it is about the new year.
Mhm. I see.
Thankful, like, yay, 2020 is over. Nonchalant, like, so what? 2020 is over, right? Like,
I mean, we haven't even defeated COVID at this point. We're going into 2021 with COVID and possible quarantining again. I mean, yeah.
so,
I,
you know,
I've been
thankful and nonchalant.
I understand. I've been really, to me, like I've been really blessed this year, and I know there's a
Hmm.
lot of people that are struggling, hurting. You know, people have been gotten sick, died, and stuff. And it's unfortunate. You know, there's a lot of things that negatively happened, but there was a lot of good things that brought, because like COVID hitting kind of made people have to come home and be back with family and reevaluate things that you how you looked at things before, reevaluate how
Yeah.
you do your finances, your own thoughts, like having time alone to sit still and not have anything to do, to kind of come to grips and become more self-aware. So I mean, there's been a lot of travesties and devastation, but there's also been, from my perspective, a lot of good insight and self-awareness and growth, because we had never had time like this before everywhere. You just were off for 6 months, like
Yeah.
everything closed 6 months. And it's like, it's not like you can just, you're not working, but also everything closed. The malls weren't open, stores weren't open, like you couldn't even go
Right.
at a certain point. So like you literally had to be with you. So I think there is some good, and I'm looking forward to 2021. I'm looking forward to see what's in store. I mean, I'm just, yeah, I'm just thankful.
I,
I'm very excited to see what happens next year. I'm curious to see how it all unfolds.
I, I don't know about curious, but again, thankful, because of exactly what you said.
Mhm,
Um, I think personally, I've done a lot of reflection and introspection this year.
mhm,
I've learned a lot about myself this year. And I know, and I have no doubt that that reflection of the things that I've learned about myself and even the growth that I've experienced in a lot of areas is a result of COVID, right? Because I would not have had the time otherwise to just sit down. You understand what I'm saying? And really look at myself, look at the things that I want to achieve, look at the ways that I'm falling short, and look at the ways that I can continue to move forward intentionally, right? Like the first 29 years of my life have been, me just going in a direction. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but none of it was ever intentional, right? I
Right.
kind of fell into the things that I have, and that's a blessing because I have a lot. I've been very, very blessed. So now I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like to move with intention, right? Not falling into stuff, but being purposeful and strategic,
Mm-hmm.
and then watching what God does in that process. That's the
Yeah.
thankfulness of the year. The
Wow.
nonchalant piece of it is
Where's
I
God?
don't know how to
Like
exactly.
what?
That's the
Where?
nonchalant part of it is understanding that there are certain things that are happening in this world that I absolutely have no control of.
Yeah.
Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Zero. And there's a peace that comes with that, right? There's an anxiety that comes with that. And
Mm-hmm.
in order to kind of balance those two extremes, you just kind of have to be like, what will be, right?
Yeah. Like
Make
like
it happen. Make it rain. If
almost like
apes fall from the sky, if killer hornets come back, if COVID 20 hits the earth, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, right? Like, if there's a coup, a fucking civil war, given that Trump refuses to give up power at this point, like, no matter what happens, you know what I mean? There's so many things that are outside of my control, and I cannot be stressed about it. I cannot be anxious about it. I cannot give a fuck about it.
Mhm.
That's the nonchalant piece.
I understand that, and I think that also that nonchalantness comes of a level of not having expectations of what it's supposed to be like. I think, I think with you saying that, like, made me have that thought of like the expectation of what you have will lead to disappointment if it doesn't happen, and that goes into like relationships, or jobs, or careers,
Hmm.
or finances. Like when you have expectation of what somebody or something outside of you should do,
Yeah.
be like, or feel like, then that will, if it doesn't happen the way that I think it should be, then it's going to lead to me being disappointed because it's not what I thought it should be. Or if you go in it with a perspective of like, let me just see how it's going to be. Well, it will literally can change the way you're going to feel about the same thing happening. You can go in there and say, I want to make, I want to go in this job particularly and make this amount of money. And and that's what you want. And then they offer you
Hmm.
$5 less and you're like, I'm disappointed. But if you go in there about having it like anticipation of what it should be and say, let me see what they offer me, that $5 lower may be even better at that point. You might have seen it like a different opportunity compared to seeing it like, oh, they're not giving me enough, or maybe it's like, so that maybe not been the best example, but the expectation thing I think is a big deal. Why people are so disappointed and why people are so let down and hurt. You know, um, that's just my thoughts.
That that expectation thing is everything, right? It's everything. We don't know how things are going to happen. We don't know the ways in which we
Yeah.
don't know how things are going to happen. We don't know the ways in which God is going to show up in our lives. We don't
Hmm.
know, you know what I mean? We don't know any of these things. But, right, what the only thing that we do know
Yeah.
is that we don't know. That's the only thing we know.
That's some true. That's some true stuff. That's like the
The
only.
only thing we know is that we don't know.
It's like
So,
I don't know shit.
hey,
No, excuse my language. Try not to cuss.
I am indifferent in the sense that indifferent, no expectations, and I'm along for the ride. And I'm, at peace with that plan. Being at peace with the process is something that I am getting ingrained in my spirit and not something that's like fleeting, right? Where I'm at peace with it when everything is going the way I think it should go. And then, you know what I'm saying? The shit flies out the window when, the first sign of, some bullshit happened. Um, you got to be at peace with all of it. You got to be at peace with the bullshit and the not bullshit and whatever comes your way, because again, so much of it you don't have any control over. So
and
hey,
and the only thing you can control is what you do in your day to day and how you like decide
how
to.
you react to it.
That's the only thing you can control. And I think once we all understand, like, I can't control anybody, I can't control what they're going to say, I can't control how they're going to feel, I can't control what they're going to do. Even if I tried to mold myself in a way that would make them react or not react a certain way, ultimately I
Let it go.
honestly have no control except over what I do. And that means however if you decide to react is how you're going to react. So I might as well just do what I need to do for me and focus on what I can do. And hope that
Absolutely.
for everybody else, that's what I've been learning and what I've been trying to stick to. And to just be chill. Like, I mean, God knows where I'm going to be before I even was birthed. So to trip on the stuff that's small that I can't even control, that's out of my control, it to me is just like, why
It's a
not?
waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, and it's a waste of things that you work hard to sustain. Like I work hard to maintain my joy and my peace. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I work hard to be on top of the world. So don't let it go on fleeting circumstances.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
don't. I worked hard for my mental stability. You know what I'm saying? And my mental health. I
I'm,
work hard to keep it. So
yeah.
we not gonna let that shit go on nothing easy.
Did you say we?
Yeah, we.
Who's we? Like you and yourself?
Me, Chantal, we, all of us,
Oh,
presently,
oh,
we.
yeah, you guys are crazy. You crazy.
I told you that already. That shouldn't be a surprise. I told you that already.
When the Chantel is ready to move, Chantel will move like third person. Like, oh, who are you talking about? That is so
Hey,
funny.
I, hey,
That is so funny. Thank you.
that's
Thank,
just who we are.
thank you.
That's just who we are.
That gave me so much joy because I know people that do talk to themselves and they always say we and us. I'm like, who are you talking to?
Do
And they're
you
like, talking
know
to themselves.
what did not give me joy?
What?
Your joke.
Oh, wow.
Now that's funny.
Technically, since that joke gave you that joke, it did give you joy. Boom.
No, 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 no,
Boom.
no.
Because of my
No,
joke caused you to
no.
have a joke, which means
That's not the way that this works, Anthony.
thank you very much, Chantal. Thank you. That was good.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Unpack Your Bag Podcast.
Oh,
Thank you for spending the better part of 2020 with us.
yeah.
Uh
Yeah.
Talking to us, listening to our listening to the content, making comments, joining the conversation.
Yes.
Every like video, every comment, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
It's
Keep
honestly
it
been a blast.
up.
It's been a blast, and I've actually enjoyed this roller coaster journey through life. And it's been fun talking to you, Chantal. You have grown in areas when we first started talking compared to now.
Yeah.
Like you've developed in different ways of thinking and also seeing stuff. So I really appreciate it. I've seen the growth. If you haven't, I have, and I'm very happy about that. But
Out here, all glory to God, all glory to God. I am not out here growing alone, trust me.
amen.
So
Yeah.
this will I feel like this is gonna be our last drop before for 2020.
Yeah. One of the
This will be our last one. Yeah.
yeah, one of the last ones. We still got no, we still got some more, but yeah, we're gonna push through the end of 2020, but this is gonna be one of the last ones. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And we're gonna come back with some more with more content, more, hopefully not any more jokes. But definitely more content.
more jokes.
Uh no more of
Comedy,
Anthony's
comedy,
jokes.
man. Don't look. Okay, I got a lot.
More good conversations, more thought-provoking conversations, more unpacking of the bag, and less of Anthony's jokes.
Well, you know what? Just because I'm gonna give you one last joke before we go. This is here we go. Why did the Wi-Fi get sad at the laptop for shutting down? Why did the Wi-Fi get sad at the laptop
You
for?
don't have to repeat it.
I want to make sure you heard it clearly. You know why? Because he was trying to connect. Wi-Fi connecting wireless.
You don't have to explain it. It's not funny.
oh, oh man, that's a good way to end it. That's a good way to end
The
it.
fact that you feel like you have to explain these whack ass jokes is what's funny. Like you don't have to explain it. We get it.
I'm
It's just not funny.
glad. I'm glad you're smiling. I'm glad you got a smile. Okay, as long as I gave you some amount of joy today. Look at that. The puzzledness. You're puzzled. You're puzzled.
I'm
Thank you, Chantal, so
I'm currently praying for your jokes.
much. Well, my comedic.
Help him, Lord. Help him, Lord.
You
Help
know,
him, Lord.
how about you bring a joke tomorrow or the next meeting is how about you bring a joke? You bring 3 jokes. I want you to have 3 jokes, and we're gonna
Look, I don't
in the
I
middle.
don't tell knock knock jokes.
We'll do it
My
right.
comedic talent is
God.
is too far above a knock
Oh,
knock joke,
oh, far
right? Like everybody
or
exceeds that at some point in their comedic life. And I'm just not there, so I can't help you.
Wow, you're not even trying to participate. It's cool. Don't trip. You don't trip. I'll just be. I guess I'll bring 6 jokes, 3 for me, and then 3 for you that you didn't bring. So you can have
That's not necessary.
jokes, or you
That's
can.
not necessary.
You can have
Listeners, comment below. Tell Anthony to stop telling jokes.
if I give him
That should be your comment.
jokes,
Stop telling jokes.
I
Is
will
that joke
tell more
funny?
jokes.
No. Tell him in the comments because he doesn't listen to me. You guys tell him that his jokes suck.
Well, thank you, Chantal. I appreciate your support of my comedic endeavors, and I do appreciate you being such a
Stop that.
happy individual. So happy that you laugh at everything but my jokes, apparently, but you did get some joy. So appreciate that. But yeah, we got to wrap this up, unfortunately, because I am out of jokes. So until next time, guys, go ahead and hit that likey button, subscribe-y button, comment-y button, whatever else, share-y button. You know, I'm getting a lot of Y's in there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Share-y,
Like,
comment-y, you
yeah,
know.
okay.
Go
Okay.
comment E, like comedy, comment E. Oh, that was good. That was good play on words. Anyways, do all that good stuff, you know.
Jesus, help him, Lord.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Help him, Lord.
Or maybe the Lord give me some better jokes for you, Chantal, because I need to see how I want
Why, Lord?
to commentee on the comedy that you heard today. Boom! And we'll see you next time on Unpack Your Bag Podcast. Baby, let's go. 2021, 2020, 2030, all that stuff will be bomb.
And we're out.
Bye, y'all.
How you feeling? How you living? All right. Yeah. How you feeling? How you chilling? All right. Well, all right.